Good morning, everyone. This is Sam coming to you live to do the YogaShape Method, which is a 1-hour class based on Hatha Yoga and Pilates. And I'm just checking to see if we have sound. If you're there, say good morning. I'd love to see you all. So we're just hoping that we have sound. And you can hear those beautiful Florida cranes singing away. Go in here and see. How's everyone doing? If you're there this morning, say good morning. Great. So all you're going to need is a towel, a hand towel, a bottle of water or a glass of water, and a mat. If you happen to have a magic circle, that would be fantastic. These are really, really great. They're only about 20 bucks. You can order one on Amazon, and we use it a lot. So with no further ado, let's get started. If you are there, please say hello, and I will talk to you all in a little bit. If you have any questions, just post them there in the message box. Okay, so we are joined by these beautiful Florida cranes that are over there. There's 2 of them. They're about this tall. They've got beautiful red heads. They're really cool. So we're going to start with our magic circle. If you have one, you're just going to start pulsing it and squeezing in. If you don't have one, I just want you to cross your arms like this right here and just pulse, 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 pulse. You're working these muscles right in here, these pectoral muscles. So let's just start pulsing here. Little pulses, feet about shoulder width apart. And then let's start to extend our arms out, and we're doing little pulses and come in. So we're just pulsing out, pulse, 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 and coming in. Okay, let's just hold this out here. So if you don't have the magic circle, just hold your arms out. If you want, you could always grab some little 2-pound or 3-pound or little hand weights, and let's just inhale our arms up and come down into a sit position, and let's come up. And if you don't have hand weights or magic circle, that's okay. So let's just inhale up and exhale down. Just, good morning. It's a great day. Inhaling and exhaling through your nose. And then let's just sit here and hold this here. Bring this circle back in, or your hands into your heart center. And let's do little pulses. If you have the magic circle, squeeze this here. Pulse, 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 just small little pulses. And then let's release down and just drop our arms down to the floor, knees slightly bent. Let's just sway side to side, little just side to side. And then if you can, knees slightly bent if you want. You can have your hand towel or just your hands, clasp them behind you. Let's extend our arms up to the sky. Drop our head down, try to straighten our legs a little bit. And then this release down and bend here, and then just extend back up for a moment. And release back down, and bend and extend back up. Lifting your glutes and hips up to the sky. Bringing that sit bone, shift your weight forward a little bit, so really lift that tailbone up towards the sky. And then let's slowly release down, coming back up, swooping our hands up into a chair position. So if you don't have the circle or anything, that's okay. Just have your hands up in the sky in little pulses. And then let's slowly come all the way back up. Slight back bend here. Squeeze your glutes and thighs and hips together. And then let's slowly come forward, playing our toes out to the side. Let's inhale our arms up to the center and drop down, little pulses. So we're just pulsing. Our knees are right over our ankles. Just pulse, pulse, pulse. Small range of motion. Let's squeeze those hands out and up. Squeezing them together and come back down. And come back up. And then let's just hold here and inhale all the way up. So let's just hold here. I want you to drop back down. I'm just going to check the sound to make sure you guys can hear me, because I have been having some challenges lately with the sound. So just keep dropping up and down. Then let's hold here. Let's lift up one toe and let's pulse to the side. Breathing this and sit a little bit lower and hold, and then lower this down, lift the other leg up, and little pulses. And then just hold it here and lower that down. Let's inhale both up, sit up higher, both heels up. Raise your arms up to the sky if you can, sit a little bit lower. And then slowly come up. And then if you have this magic circle, just put it to the side. Let's just inhale all the way up, reaching up to the sky. Just imagine our back sliding down a wall. And then inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Sit halfway, hold here, sit a little bit lower, and pull your upper body weight back. We're stretching in 4 different directions. Then let's just shift to one side and then the other. Just noticing how that feels. And then let's just drop all the way down to one side. Let this toe pop up and just stretch this out. Breathing into this. And then let's just shift our weight to the other side and let this leg pop up, breathing into this, just stretching all this out in here. Then let's slowly come back to the center, just touch the floor. The toes are slightly plied out to the side. And let's inhale it all the way up to the sky, reaching up and then bend down again, lightly touch the ground. Inhale up, nice big sunflowers. And inhale all the way up, reaching your hands into your heart center. Slowly come down into your heart center. Let's just turn our foot out to one side and inhale your arms up to the side into a warrior one. And then slowly come back to the center. Turn this foot out and come up to the side. Warrior one, just a little warrior one dance to wake up those legs. Get everything moving. It is hot and steamy out here today in Florida. Thus I have some extra towels. Let's just do one more of these to each side. So glad that you've joined me. Let's come inhale our arms all the way up to the sky. Clasp our hands, walk your feet in, coming back into your heart center. Let's get into our perfect posture. So stick your neck out so it's uncomfortable. Pull it in, out and in. Find a nice midpoint. Tuck your pelvis under. Have those shoulders back, everything back so your shoulders are in line with your hips or in line with your knees. This is your perfect posture. Just notice how this feels. Let's inhale all the way up to the sky. And let's swan dive forward, hinging all the way down into a standing forward fold. Let's just drop our head down here and breathe for a moment. And then let's reach behind and clasp our hands. Extend our arms up to the sky. Straighten those legs again. And then let's just swoop our hands in, coming into a chair. And then let's slowly come back up into an airplane, or you can clasp your hands back up to here. Your choice. So we're coming forward, we're flowing forward, sitting, and then we're coming back. And inhaling and coming up and coming back. Let's do that a couple more times. If you're there, say hello. Let's slowly come back up. Let's drop those arms down. If you have that magic circle, let's grab it again. So we're gonna just work on our back legs. And if you don't have one, it's okay. So we're just going to drop down and lift this back leg back and come back down. So let's just do the same leg. So working our glutes. When you squeeze up, you're targeting this area and this part of your butt. So lifting up, coming down, lifting up. Lift up and elongate and stretch. And then sit down as low as you can. Sit down in that chair. And then let's hold here at the top and just pulse this out. Pulse, 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 pulse. Slight bend in the leg you're standing on. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Good job. And then let's do little circles here. Just make little circles. One way. And then go the other way. And then let's release down. Sit back down and switch. Bring the other leg. So you flex that toe. Bring the other leg up and out. job. Keep breathing and lifting, elongating and stretching. And then hold it out here in little pulses. Pulse, pulse, pulse. And then make little circles one way. And then go the other way. And then let's come back down. And let's inhale and come all the way up on our toes. Reaching up, dropping back down, sitting into this, and then come all the way up, reaching up on those toes. Coming up, heels lift up, slowly drop back down, and lift back up. Coming up on those toes. Great job. Slowly come down. Plie your feet. I think there's a second position with your heels together. If Julie, if you're there, you can tell me. Heels together and legs together. And we're just going to bend down and squeeze those legs straight up. So we're just plieing down and squeezing straight up. And then just hold here. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze straight up. Good job. And then let's come up on our toes. Come up, trying to lift up. And then we're going to lower down. We're going to lift up. And we're going to lower down. Let's do that a couple more times. Lifting up and lowering down. One more time. Lift up and lower down. Great. Let's set that magic circle to the side. And let's just come up to the front of your mat. Inhale all the way up. Just one diving forward, slowly dropping down to a standing forward fold. You're going to step or hop back into down dog. So we're trying to get our heels down to the floor. Let's walk out our feet. Breathing into this. Walk out those heels, spread those fingertips out wide, and then press everything back. Lifting your glutes and hips up to the sky, elongating your spine. Your head is in between your arms, and let's come all the way up on our toes and slowly lower down. Let's do that again. Come all the way up on our toes. Slowly lower down. One more time. Slowly lower down. Then let's just drop to our knees, flatten our feet behind, walk in our hands, getting ready for tabletop. And let's inhale and arch our spine up, a big arch up, navel's up, slight bend in your elbow, arch up here as high as you can. And then slowly release down. Imagine an apple right here behind your head, elbow slightly bent, and just arch and stretch that spine. This should feel good. And then let's flow with this. Let's inhale up. And exhale down and out. If you're there, say hello. Inhale up. Exhale down and out. And then let's come into a neutral spine. And let's just get ready to do a couple spinal extensions. So let's extend left leg out, opposite right leg. We're breathing, we're balancing, we're holding. Just breathing into this. And then release this down. Let's inhale the other arm up. These are part of our foundation. This is a beginner YogaShape class, and a lot of these poses that we do are the same poses we do over and over. They are the foundation poses, the foundation of YogaShape. And then we add out each class, we change it up a little bit. So let's just flow with this. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhale up, exhale down. With each inhalation, let's stretch a little bit further. And then let's just hold this up here, tuck it, pull this in, knee to elbow and lift back out for 20. Knee to elbow and lift back out. Beautiful, everyone looks so good. I can't see you, but I know you look good. I can feel your energy. And let me just tell you, YogaShape, I'm so glad you're doing this with me. It helps boost your mood. Helps with depression, anxiety, helps lower blood pressure, just helps you feel better overall. Let's switch sides. Inhale the other arm, opposite leg, square your hips and tuck it in and out. Breathing into this, inhaling and exhaling. And then let's slowly come back down. Let's lift this leg up and then slowly down. Our fire hydrant lifts. Try not to let your hips, the tendency is people roll out and do this. They try to do this. We don't want to do that. We want to try to keep our hips right where they are. So widen your arms a little bit and have equal the pressure of everything. Build this solid foundation and just slowly control and lift this up. And when you come down, tuck your like heel to heel. So lift up, couple more. And then let's hold here, little pulse, lifting up, lift, 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 lift. Few more, almost there. Good job, slowly lower down. Then let's lift all the way back up and extend our leg out, bend back in and come back down. Lift up, kick out, in and back down. Up, kick out. Good job, a few more of these. Try not to let those hips pop up and then slowly come back in. Then bring this leg behind. So your knee almost touches the floor here. You're just here like this. And then you're gonna bring your leg up and out. So coming to here, almost, you're imagining touching. You're not quite touching or tapping, and just come to here. Good job. Really working this. This is the shaping part of the class. Work in those areas where we all have a little, we want it to be a little toner and a little tighter. Then let's slowly release down. Let's go into extended child's pose for a quick stretch. Resting your forehead on the mat, and then let's slowly come back up. So let's switch sides. So we're going to lift this other leg up and come back down. So I already feel it on this side. Widen your stance for your arms, come back up. Lifting up, coming down. You're just lifting up nice and slow and controlled. Couple more of these. Try not to let your hips move when you lift up, and then let's just hold here and lift, 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 lift. Good job. Slowly come back down, and let's bring this behind. Toe is pointed up, and then let's come up to here. Come back. Breathing into this. And then let's just bring this down for a moment. We're going to get ready to lift up and kick. So fire hydrant up and kick out. So lifting up, kick out, back down. Lift up, kick out, come in, back down. Good job. One more of these. Good job. Slowly lower back down. Extended child's pose. Rest your forehead on the mat. Breathe into this. Let's slowly come back up on all fours. Let's just wipe yourself off if you need to. And let's lift back up, going back into down dog here. Let's shift our weight to one side. Wrap your arm around. And then come back down, lowering your hips into a one-arm down dog. Breathing into this. And then slowly drop your hands, switch sides. Lower our hips back. Breathing into this. And then drop here. Let's come down to our knees. Drop down to your forearms. So spread out your fingers, 90 degrees angle here. Scrunch up your toes. And let's just lift up here. And let's just bend and extend. Bend and extend. Bend and extend. And then lower back down. Let's come back up. Let's lift back up into down dog. Pressing back. Let's do a couple deep breaths here. And then let's come all the way forward. Coming into a plank position, getting ready to lower ourselves down. So you can be in modified right here, or you can stay right here. And then let's slowly lower down, place our feet on the mat behind us. Bring your hands in really tight right here. And let's inhale and come all the way up. Roll those shoulders back and squeeze. Breathing into this. And then slowly lower down. Let's lift all the way back up. Roll those shoulders back. Squeeze. Activate your back legs. And then lower down. Let's do that once more. So let's come up to here. Roll those shoulders back. Squeeze those shoulders. Activate those legs. And then let's come all the way up. You can arch back a little bit if you want to. Let's slowly lower all the way down. And let's press and roll all the way back up. Widen your stance a little bit for your knees. Come back into extended child's pose. Just shift your weight to one side and walk out your arms and get a nice lateral stretch here. Shift to the other side. And then let's slowly come up. Coming up on all fours. I'm just checking the time here. Great, so let's get ready to go into our sun salutations. So let's lift back up into down dog. And let's step all the way forward with one foot and then the other foot. So we're in standing forward fold. And then let's inhale and come all the way up to a monkey. We're coming into a tabletop, and let's exhale back down. And then let's inhale into a chair, coming into a sit position. And let's come all the way back up to a slight back bend, and then slowly come down into your heart center. Let's come all the way forward. So we're coming forward here, and let's inhale all the way up. And swan dive forward, hinging at our hips, slowly dropping down to standing forward fold. Let's inhale and come up to monkey. And let's exhale back down. Let's place our hands on the mat and step back with one foot and then the other foot. Going into a downward dog or a one-legged down dog. Your choice. Coming forward into plank, lowering ourselves down all the way, and then inhale and come all the way up to a half dog or an up dog or a cobra. And then lower back down. Let's throw in a couple push-ups. You can be modified on your knees, or you can do full. And then let's push and roll all the way back into that down dog. And then take one foot and step all the way forward with one foot and then the other foot, so you're in standing forward fold. Inhale, look up to monkey. Exhale back down. Inhale into chair. And exhale all the way up. Coming back into your heart center. Come back to the front of your mat. Let's inhale all the way up. And swan dive forward. We're doing 3 more of these. Inhale up into that tabletop. Exhale back down. Step back with one foot or the other. Going into a down dog or a one-legged down dog. Your choice. And then coming forward into plank. Lowering yourself down. Inhale up to cobra. Exhale back down. Push. Oh, let's do our push-ups. Doing a couple push-ups here. And then push and roll all the way back to down dog. Step all the way forward with one foot and then the other foot, so you're in standing forward fold. Inhale, look up to monkey. Exhale, back down. Inhale into chair. And exhale all the way up. Coming back into your heart center. Let's come back to the front of our mat. We're going to do 2 more of these. So let's inhale all the way up. And swan dive forward. Inhale, look up to monkey. Exhale, back down. Place your hands on the mat. Step back with one foot and then the other foot. Going into downward facing dog. Coming forward into plank. Lowering down into crocodile. And then let's inhale up to up dog. Exhale, back down. Let's do a couple of push-ups. And then push and roll all the way back to down dog. Step forward with one foot and then the other foot into standing forward fold. Inhale, look up to monkey. Exhale, back down. Inhale to chair. And exhale all the way up. Coming back into your heart center. Let's come all the way forward. We're going to do 1 more of these, our last one. So let's just breathe 1 movement with each breath. Let's inhale all the way up. Swan dive forward. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale. And inhale. Exhale. Throwing in push-ups. Push and roll all the way back. Step forward with one foot and then the other foot standing forward fold. Inhale, look up to monkey. Exhale, back down. Inhale into chair. Exhale all the way up. Coming back into your heart center. Coming to the front of your mat. So congratulations. You have made it to mountain 2. Grab a sip of water if you need it. If you're there, say hello. I'm glad to have you here. And let's get started with mountain 2, part of YogaShape. We're gonna do, so we slow it down a little bit and we do some more traditional yoga poses, and then we'll go into mountain 3, and then we do our final cool down, and then you're done. That's it, you got your day. So thank you for practicing with me. So let's come to mountain 2. Let's work on some balancing. So just walk everything out, and then let's inhale all the way up to the sky. Clasp your hands down in your heart center. Let's shift your weight to one side. Let's pick up this foot. Place the palm of this foot on your calf, or pick it all the way up and place it in this hip pocket. If it is in this hip pocket, let's just take this other hand and put one hand on your hip, and just take the other hand and press down on this. Just press that hip into that leg and just feel that. And then let's come back into our heart center. And let's grow our tree. Find a focal point, concentrate on that. Grow your tree. If you want, grow branches. If you want, become a cactus. Great, and breathe into this. Ooh, beautiful. And then let's slowly bring our branches back up, come back down into our heart center, and then release down and shake this out. Let's inhale back up. Clasp your hands and shift your weight to this side. Place the palm of your foot here, or pick it up and place it right here. You can stay here, or you can take that hand to hip and then press the other one down, just so you're starting to feel all of this. You're pressing this leg into this foot. Breathing into this. And then let's come back into our heart center and grow our tree. And if you want, you can be here, find that beautiful focal point, or you can come out to here, or you can be to here. All your choice. Breathing into this. And then let's come back up, come back here, shake it all out. Great, let's inhale all the way up. Swan diving forward, hinging at our hips, slowly dropping down to a standing forward fold. And let's get ready let's step back to one foot and then the other foot going into downward facing dog. Let's do 5 deep breaths here. You can move a little bit with this if you want. Just noticing how you feel. You can walk it out a little bit. Just breathe into this. Now let's get ready to go into warrior 1, warrior 2, reverse warrior, and a side angle pose. So let's step all the way forward with our foot, pivot and flatten this back foot. Line up these heels. And let's slowly rise up, rotating our shoulders out and around. And inhale your arms up to the sky. Let's lunge forward and arch back a little bit. Roll out that back foot. We're trying to get our hips shining forward. And let's breathe into this. And then let's drop our arms down. Let's lunge forward a little bit and pull back a little. Breathing into this. And then let's go into reverse warrior from here and keep breathing. And then let's windmill our arms all the way forward, going into pyramid. So straighten your legs, square your hips, and drop your hands either to here or all the way down. Drop your head down and breathe into this. You can extend those arms out. And then let's reach our hands behind and clasp our hands and extend our arms up to the sky. breathing into this. And then release your hands, coming forward, bring those arms all the way forward and just reach here. And then let's slowly come up to that warrior one. Arch back a little bit. And then let's just drop those arms back down, placing your hands on the mat. Let's bring this leg back into down dog or a one-legged down dog, your choice. And let's slowly lower this leg down. Readjust yourself back into downward facing dog. And then let's step all the way forward with one foot and then pivot and flatten the back foot. Line up those heels and rise up. Rotate your shoulders out and around and inhale your arms up to the sky and arch into this. Arch back a little bit. And then let's open up our arms, dropping our arms to the side, lunging forward, pulling back, breathing into this. And then from here, let's go into reverse warrior. And then from here, let's windmill all the way forward, going into pyramid. So square your hips. And then lower down, dropping your arms to your leg or arms all the way down. Drop your head down and walk out your arms. Drop your head here and breathe into this. And then if you want, let's reach behind and clasp our hands. Extend our arms up to the sky. Straighten those legs. And then from here, let's release those arms and bend, reaching forward. Then let's slowly come back up into that warrior one. Reaching and stretching, breathing into this. And then let's slowly bring those arms back down. Place your hands on the mat and bring this leg back into down dog or a one-legged down dog, your choice. Breathing into this. And then let's slowly come forward, everyone. Let's come forward into plank, full or modified. Shifting your weight forward. And let's just lift and drop this down. So just lift your leg up and then down. Just a lift and a tap. And then hold here. Let's bend and extend. Bend and extend. Keep that weight shifted forward. Bend and extend. Bend and extend. Good job. And then just lower down. Drop back here and just lower yourself down into extended child's pose. Coming all the way forward. Let's lift back up into down dog. Let's raise one leg up to the sky and then come all the way up on your heels. Just notice how that feels. And then come back down. Let's open this hip up. Open up here. Breathe into this. And let's make little circles. And let's switch sides. And then let's slowly come back down. Let's raise the other leg up to the sky and come all the way up. And slowly lower down. Open this up. Spreading out your fingertips. Hands are flat on the mat. Just make little circles. Switch sides. And let's slowly come back down. Let's drop down to our knees. And let's get ready. Let's practice going into, we've been practicing these. We did them last weekend for those of you that joined. So we're going to clasp our hands and make a book. Clasp your hands together. You're going to place your hands on the mat. If you have a door or a wall, I recommend just going and putting your mat next to the wall or the door because I really don't want anyone to kick up and get hurt. So clasp a hand. Make a fist with your hands and drop this down. And then butt your knees right to your elbows and scrunch up your toes. So your elbows are butted right to your knee. And then your head goes in your hands. The front part of your forehead is on the mat. Scrunch up those toes and lift up. And then walk in. So getting nice and tall and straight right here. That's what we're trying to do. And then let's just lower back down for a moment. And go back into extended child's pose. We're gonna do that once again, but we're gonna add to it if you can. So let's come back up, clasp your hands, make a book. Bring your knees right to your elbows. Place your head in your hands. And let's lift up, walking up, getting up tighter, tighter, tighter. And then we're tucking our feet in here. And then we're slowly lifting all the way up if you can. Now this is why I want you to go next to a wall or a door, because I don't want you to fall over. And then we're slowly coming back down, dropping down, coming back into extended child's pose. Stretching out those arms. And then let's slowly just walk up, walking everything up. And let's come all the way forward and lift back up into down dog. Let's do a few deep breaths here. And then let's get ready to do a crescent lunge series. So let's step all the way forward with one foot. Let your heel come up with your other foot. Slowly walk up to your thigh here. Shift your weight forward. And then if you can, come right to here. You can always drop to your knee. And then if you can, let's come up to here. You can clasp your hands like this if you want. Shift forward, arch back a little bit. Feel that zoe stretching. And then let's come into a twist. So twisting here, wrapping that elbow around that knee, shift that weight forward. You can always drop to your knee if you need to be here. You can drop to here. And just hold here. You can wrap this arm around and bind and open up. And let's slowly drop to our knee, bring our hands back around. Make sure your knee is right over your ankle here. And then let's just lunge into this a little bit deeper. Have this other arm out to the edge of your mat. And bring this other hand up to your knee. Just hold it here. Breathing into this. And then let's just twist here. Twisting. And bring your hand out and up if you want, or straight up or out here. Or you can bind it around to here. And then let's slowly come back into this. Let's just readjust. Try to make sure your knee is right over your ankle. And if you can, lower down to the floor. Here. You could have a block or a pillow. And then let's wrap our arm around. So say hello if you're there. Breathing into this. And then let's slowly come back up and just push back. Let this toe pop up off the floor. Sit into this. Feel this nice stretch. And then let's slowly come forward. Bring this leg down. So the same thing on the other side. So let's spread out our fingers. Press and lift up, pressing back. Going into down dog. Inhaling and exhaling through your nose. And then we're going to step all the way forward with this foot. And we're going to slowly come up into a crescent lunge. So you can come right to here. Shift your weight forward. You can always drop to your knee. You can come to here if you want. Clasp your hands and come up. Arch back. Shift that weight. Breathe into this. Look up. Keep breathing. And then let's get ready for the twist. So twisting into our inner thigh. Shifting your weight forward. You can be here or drop to your knee. You can wrap your arms around if you want. And let's come back to the center. And let's slowly lower down, drop to that knee, flatten your foot behind. Walk this leg out a little bit and then lunge into this a little bit more. Feeling this stretch. Bring your hand to your knee. Bring this other hand out to the edge of your mat. And just lunge into this, feeling that great hip flexors and psoas and all that stuff, just stretching. You might notice that you're tighter on one side than the other, and then let's raise our arm up to the sky, or you can open it back, or you can go into a bind. And then let's slowly come back. Placing your hands on the mat, let's drop back down to the floor. And just, if you can, drop those elbows down. If not, it's okay. Do what you can. And then if you can, you wrap your arm around and just stay breathing into this. And then let's slowly release out of this and shift our weight back, letting this toe pop up, and just breathe into this. Feeling this nice stretch, and then let's slowly come out of this. Let's just grab water if you need it. If not, let's lift back up and go back into that down dog. Just noticing how you feel right now. Let's do a few deep breaths together. We're gonna do triangle and a warrior 3, I think. So let's step all the way forward with one foot. Let's pivot and flatten the back foot. And let's just slowly rise up, rotating out. Rotate those shoulders up and around. Then inhale your arms up, then lunge forward. Arching back, breathing into this, roll out that back foot. Press so some people, we tend to arch, bring it in, really press that whole palm of that foot, roll it out. Breathe into this. From here, we're gonna go into warrior 3 and then we'll do our triangle. So let's just step all the way forward. Shifting all your weight to one foot, this other foot, you're up on your toe. Find a focal point and concentrate on that. And when you're ready, let's hinge forward. Okay, I think I've lost sound, so hold on. I don't think you guys can hear me. Okay, so I'm gonna take, can you hear me right now? Okay, I'm just checking to see sound because I keep losing sound in these classes. Let me just check. Hopefully you can hear me. Okay, hold on. I think we've completely lost sound. Okay, I'd say that we've lost sound. So just, we're gonna shorten it. We've totally lost sound.